Our ride today is a 2010 Nissan Cube. Been around in Japan and the rest of the world for around 10 years, but only in the United States since 2009. Comes in full, well-equipped model. It's more of a state of mind than it is actually a vehicle. They didn't want to design an everyday average vehicle, but they did get something that's very usable and does 30 miles a gallon on the highway. This is a 4-cylinder engine. It's a 122 horsepower 1.8, the same engine as you'll find in the Nissan Versa. It's the MR18DE, a very good engine for Nissan. Now, the transmission in this is the CVT transmission. It does come with a 6-speed manual, but the CTV transmission has an oil warmer in it, which allows for cold starts and for quick starts to actually get the engine moving and get the power into the wheels. The ride is a lot smoother because of something called ripple control, and that's the stiffness of the body, and the suspension allows for the ride of this vehicle to be a lot smoother than you'd expect out of something this size. They call the Cube a bulldog with sunglasses. In fact, those were some of the cartoon drawings that came out when they were designing this vehicle. They had some very strategic planning to make it a car but not a car. They call this the greenhouse effect. The A-pillars are far back and they're very upright to let as much light into the vehicle as possible. The other things that are interesting is that wraparound glass in the back. It gives a horizontal visibility for backing up and parking the vehicle. The side window frames in the driver's and passenger doors are photo style, which means that the frames let as much light into the cabin as possible. The overall design of the vehicle is very different than anything else you'll find on the road today. The centerpiece of the new Cube's universe is its appeal and social space. Surprisingly roomy on the interior, it offers room for 5 in a lounge-like comfort atmosphere. Cube is not wasteful in terms of footprint, carbon or physical. It creates a third space, additional to home and school, for interaction with friends. It's a space that is highly changeable and adaptable to owners' evolving living, with plenty of room for personalization and extras. If you're looking for some whys to buy the 2010 Nissan Cube for 30 miles a gallon and a very different car on the road, it's the car that's not a car. It gives you more of a state of mind with a high power to weight ratio, and buying this car will make you fairly unique in the rest of your community.